So with anticipation growing high, now is the perfect time to ask the question, is Conor McGregor really washed up, and how does he fare in his comeback against Michael Chandler? Rumors are circulating around UFC 300, so let's break it down and discuss what's next. So the consensus around Conor is that after fighting Khabib, he somehow became washed up, falling into the money he's made and living a comfortable lifestyle. Now, it's true that with his level of income he is probably living a very comfortable and wealthy life, but this does not take away from the martial artist that he is. And seeing the recent sparring footage of him, it is clear to see how sharp and focused he looks. Even with recent interviews coming out and him saying how much he wants to fight again, I think it's clear to see the hunger that McGregor still has. Maybe he isn't championship level anymore, but he can definitely make a return and still fight at a very high level. The fact is Conor is not washed up and still has at least 4 more fights in him. And people should seriously stop hating on this guy when he is the one who got the UFC where it is today. Before we go, make sure to check out our TikTok and Instagram for more content like this.
Is Conor McGregor washed? Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor took to Twitter hinting their return at UFC 300. Surprisingly, it looks like the fans aren't happy with this. 2 losses to Poirier, plus inactivity and whispers of decline, have some folks convinced McGregor's past his prime. They're saying things like, "Bring on the fresh matchups. We don't need washed-up stars stealing the spotlight," which caught me by surprise considering we might be seeing Leon Bilal main event what's supposed to be the biggest card in UFC history. But here's the twist. While some cry washed at McGregor's name, others are perfectly fine with 41-year-old Stipe Miocic getting a crack at the heavyweight title even after a brutal KO loss. So, what gives? Why the double standard? Maybe it's the legacy Stipe has built. Maybe it's the lack of a title shot looming over McGregor's potential return. Whatever the reason, the inconsistency in fan reactions has some folks scratching their heads. Is it okay for some legends to age like fine wine, while others get labeled washed at the first sign of struggle? So what do you think is next for UFC 300? Will we be looking at a Leon versus Bilal main event? Let us know in the comments below.